All right, folks, let's get real. Life isn't going to unfuck itself. So today, we're diving headfirst into how to actually get out of our own heads and start living, thanks to a little tough love from Unfuck Yourself. Remember that quote, "You're not your thoughts, you're what you do." Yeah, it's time to stop overthinking every little thing and start doing the damn thing. So if you're ready to kick your inner critic to the curb, let's do this.
Insight 1. Get off your ass and own it.
All right, buckle up, Buttercup. You've been sitting around, sipping on that lukewarm latte of self-pity, blaming the universe for everything from your boss's weird mood swings to your roommate's inability to rinse a dish. I get it. It's easy, it's comforting, and let's be real, it gives you a solid excuse to avoid doing the hard stuff. But here's the kicker. The moment you start pointing fingers at everyone else is the moment you hand over the keys to your life. And honey, no one else is going to drive this car but you. Gary John Bishop in Unfuck Yourself isn't whispering sweet nothings into your ear. He's shouting, stop waiting for a rescue team. If you're always casting yourself as the damsel in distress, guess what? Your fairy tale ends in stagnation, not triumph. Blame is the lazy person's escape route. You get to keep sitting on your couch, shaking your fist at the sky, while life moves on without you. Fun, right? Taking responsibility doesn't mean signing up for a lifetime of guilt trips. It's about grabbing the steering wheel and saying, all right, I've got this. It's like finally deciding to play the lead in your own life sitcom, instead of being the mopey side character who's always just there. When you stop blaming your boss, your partner, or the weather, you reclaim your power. You stop drifting aimlessly and start making intentional moves, kind of like finally realizing you have a say in what you order off the menu of life. So here's your challenge. Next time life throws you a curveball, or more likely spills coffee all over your white shirt, don't whine about it. Pivot, laugh, learn, move on. This is your story, so make sure it's a damn good one.
Insight 2. Your thoughts, your reality.
Wake up, sunshine. Your brain is already cranking out thoughts faster than a morning coffee machine. And here's the fun fact from Gary John Bishop's Unfuck Yourself. You're churning through anywhere from 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of chatter for one noggin. Most of us, though, are sitting courtside at a never-ending circus, where 80% of the acts are those cranky clowns of negativity. Yeah, you know the ones. Self-doubt, anxiety, and all their annoying cousins. Think of negative thoughts like those unwelcome guests who overstay their welcome. You didn't invite them, but here they are, camped out on your couch, hogging the remote and playing reruns of every awkward moment and screw-up you've ever had. Lovely, right? They love to highlight all the reasons you're not good enough, or why the future is a dumpster fire waiting to happen. And we let them. It's like willingly tuning in to the world's most depressing soap opera every single day. Here's the thing. Let those thoughts run wild, and pretty soon, you're seeing everything through the lens of doom and gloom. Your self-esteem? In the toilet? Motivation? Sayonara? Relationships? Prepare for some messy misunderstanding, because negativity is a master at twisting your mind into knots. But Bishop gives us a game plan. Grab those uninvited thoughts by the collar and boot them out. Start by naming them. No, not like pets. More like pests. Oh hey, it's self-doubt again. Didn't we evict you last week? Then play detective. Are these thoughts even true? Spoiler, they usually aren't. Reframe them into something that doesn't make you want to crawl back into bed. And while you're at it, give yourself a little grace. Once you start doing some serious pest control in your mental space, you can plant some seeds of growth. Embrace challenges, believe in your ability to improve, and focus on solutions rather than marinating in problems. Think of it as putting on a new pair of glasses, ones that actually let you see the opportunities out there instead of just the obstacles. So here's the real talk. You can't stop every negative thought from popping up like that one weird cousin at Thanksgiving, but you can decide whether they get a seat at the table. Your thoughts shape your reality. Choose the ones that cheer you on, lift you up, and set you up for the life you actually want. Go on, give your inner world a makeover. Trust me, you're worth it.
Insight 3. Lean into the unknown.
All right, let's talk about that big, scary thing we all avoid like the plague. Uncertainty. Gary John Bishop, says that if we want to grow, we've got to stop clinging to our comfort zones like they're life vests. Embracing uncertainty is the magic potion to unlock our potential and live a life worth talking about. So why are we all so scared of the unknown? Because it's cozy in our little bubbles, and stepping out means risking the unfamiliar. But let's be real. Staying where it's safe and predictable is about as thrilling as a Monday morning meeting. If you're always playing it safe, you're not really living, you're just existing. Bishop points out that our fear of uncertainty keeps us stuck in a loop, avoiding new experiences and clinging to the status quo, even if it's as dull as dishwater. So how do you start stepping into the great unknown without having a meltdown? Baby steps, my friend. Start small. Take on a new project at work, accept that social invite, or pick up a hobby that doesn't involve binge-watching TV. Each step into the unknown builds your confidence and resilience. The more you push those boundaries, the more you'll realize you're a lot tougher than you think. Bishop's big message? Stop obsessing over where you're going to end up and start enjoying the ride. When you stop focusing on specific outcomes, you open yourself up to all sorts of surprises and possibilities. The journey, with all its twists and turns, is where the real magic happens. So, here's the deal. Embrace the uncertainty. Take that leap. Trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. Life is an adventure. Don't miss out by playing it safe.
Insight 4. Stop overthinking and start doing.
All right, folks, let's talk about that moment when you're staring at the wall, coffee in hand, deep in a vortex of what-ifs. You know the one. What if I fail? What if they laugh? What if I'm just not enough? Welcome to the Overthinking Olympics, where we're all champions at imagining disasters. Gary John Bishop nails it in Unfuck Yourself. Overthinking is the enemy. It's the reason you're glued to your couch, watching another episode of The Great British Bake Off, instead of baking some success in your own life. Overthinking is just procrastination in disguise. It keeps you stuck, spinning your wheels and dreaming up hypothetical messes instead of actually living. So how do you break free from this mental quicksand? Action, baby. Not grand, heroic leaps, but simple, small steps. Even if you're terrified, doing something, anything, gets you moving. The magic here is in the doing. Action builds momentum, boosts confidence, and swaps your what-ifs for what's next. Got an email haunting your inbox? Hit send. An awkward conversation hanging over your head? Tackle it. Want to try something new but feel like a fraud? Sign up anyway. The point is to start somewhere. Anywhere. Forget waiting for the perfect moment. Perfection is a myth. Aim for good enough and keep going. You'll stumble, sure, but you'll learn and grow. Action is the best antidote to fear. It builds resilience, opens doors, and, most importantly, puts you in control. So next time fear has you stuck, remember, you have the power to act. Each step forward is a win. Now, go unfuck yourself. You're ready. Insight 5. Stop chasing perfection and start loving your hot mess. All right, folks, let's cut the crap about self-improvement and get real about self-acceptance. You know that elusive thing we think only Zen masters and people who post yoga poses with perfect lighting have mastered? Here's the deal. Self-acceptance isn't about settling for meh and calling it a day. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? I'm pretty damn okay, warts and all. We've all got this pesky habit of beating ourselves up over every little thing, with thinking we have to be some flawless, Instagram-filtered version of ourselves to deserve love and respect. But let's face it, that's like trying to win a game of Monopoly with only the get-out-of-jail-free card. It's just not going to happen. Instead of chasing this imaginary version of perfect, what if we just started being a little kinder to ourselves? Like, imagine talking to yourself the way you'd talk to your best friend or that stray cat you just adopted. Give yourself a break when you mess up, maybe even laugh about it, and recognize that being human means being beautifully imperfect. And here's the kicker. When we stop wasting all that energy on self-criticism, we actually make room for real growth, the kind where you learn, adapt, and maybe even kick some ass in the process. So go ahead, tell your inner critic to take a hike, give yourself a big old metaphorical hug, and remember that you're already pretty damn amazing just as you are. And from this place of self-acceptance, who knows, maybe you'll finally figure out what to do with your life, or at least have a little more fun trying. All right, folks, that's a wrap on the top 5 insights from Unfuck Yourself. Remember, it's all about taking responsibility, silencing that overthinking brain of yours, and taking action, even if it's just one baby step at a time. If you found this helpful, don't just sit there. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below on how you're planning to unfuck your own life. I'm here for all your stories, struggles, and triumphs, so let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, go out there and kick some ass. You've got this.